Saul is not a celebrated character in the Bible. He's not in the leagues of Abraham and David and Moses. But you want to ask yourself what happened to King Saul, because actually, when you read the first few chapters or story about Saul, he was actually a very impressive young man. He did not want to become a king, but God chose him. And if God chose him, there must have been a reason as to why God chose him. And we are told he had lost donkeys and he was looking for them. And then he meets with the prophet Samuel and he's anointed. And we are told he becomes a different man. He's prophesying with the prophets. We are told even during his coronation, he was very shy. He was actually very humble in heart, that he hid himself. It's just that God revealed to Saul where he was. That's how come he was anointed. And after that, we are told the Spirit of God came upon him mightily, and he went and fought, his first war very victoriously. But it is so unfortunate that Saul did not finish well. We know later on in his stories that, Saul spent, energy just pursuing a small boy, David, wanting to kill a boy who did him no wrong. Later on, we know that he would seek the face of God, and God would not answer him until he goes to a diviner, he becomes, worshiping other gods. He goes to a diviner, and he doesn't end well. He's not an enviable character. So when I hear the story, I just want to caution myself, and tell myself it is important to finish well. Starting is easier than finishing. And the Bible tells us in Ecclesiastes that the end of the matter is better, than the beginning of it, So we need to be people who want to finish well, not just start well, not just have a good one-time, thing that is going for us, but we should aim at finishing well. But when I look at Saul, I want to ask myself, why didn't Saul finish well? And I can think of two things from his story. One is that Saul started to want to please people more than please God. We see the first time when Samuel rebukes him of sin the first time, he says when he sacrificed and he was supposed to wait for Samuel to come and sacrifice. He was not a priest. He was not supposed to sacrifice. He takes somebody else's role, a role that is not his. And when Samuel asks him, he says, I saw the other people, and they were going away, and I did not want them to go away, so I decided to go ahead and sacrifice. Later on, when he sent to war to capture the king of the Amalekites and to destroy everything, he leaves everything. And, it looks like when he's asked why, he said, it's not me, it's the soldier. It's like the soldiers. It's like he did not want to put the soldiers right. And later on, even he's not repentant. He repents, superficially, so that Samuel can go with him and honor him in front of men. He became such a man pleaser. And we need to watch out that, because if we want the affirmation of men more than the affirmation of God, we will not finish well. It is my prayer that I'll finish well. It is my prayer that you will finish well. So what should we do? One of the things we should not do is not to become people's pleasers. We have to do everything to please God other than please man, because God holds our destinies in his hands. We'll always go right if we go God's way, but we'll always go off if we go man's way. God bless you.